Hi there, Chris Benson's back, and welcome to another edition of Talking Music. And don't forget to like and subscribe, always appreciated. This next release from Cherry Red Records is a compilation. Well, I tell you what, it's just absolutely fascinating. I grew up with listening to Piccadilly Gold in Manchester, shows like Sweeney's 60s classics, things like that, and it gave me a great grounding for 60s music that I still have. And 60s music is, it seems to be disappearing on the radio now. You've got channels like Gold on DAB that still play 60s music, and Boom Radio is doing really well. But commercial wise, and certainly on BBC Radio 2 and things like that, it's vanishing a little bit, and you can feel free to disagree, but it does seem to be, kind of fading out a little bit. Obviously, Tony Blackburn is still going with sounds of the 60s on a Saturday morning, which is brilliant. But when you discover releases like this that I'm about to go into, you just think there's so many songs that they could play apart from the obvious ones, as I'll go into. Anyway, this release is from Cherry Red Records. It's called Box of Pin-Ups, and it's the British sounds of 1965. It was released... it's released on the 12th of November, 3 CD box set, and it's got 92 tracks. It takes in probably artists that you've heard of, as well as a lot that you won't have. It's got established top 10 acts like Manfred Mann, the Hollies, the Yardbirds, and they're joined by one-shot unknowns such as Glenn Athens and the Trojans and Irish band the Spectres, both now legally included on the CD for the first time, we should add as well. But this is the latest instalment in Grapefruit's acclaimed series of 3 CD, 4-hour celebrations of a specific calendar year in British pop history. And it's just a fantastic time capsule. So you've got 1965 saw the beat and R&B revolution of the previous 2 years kind of twisted into new, more ambitious shapes. And I tell you, it's just absolutely, it just brings in a whole mixture of music. It really does. For example, Disc 1, Midnight to Six Man, The Pretty Things, which is a brilliant opening track. I'd never heard of this before. It's all good stuff. And going back to what I was on about sounds of the 60s, it will just leave you thinking, why did they always play this by the Beatles, or why did they play this by the Rolling Stones? The obvious tracks. There is so many tracks that they could play on shows like that or on Gold that they just don't touch. As mentioned here, 2, what you're going to do about it? An alternative version by the Small Faces. I'm Rowed Out by the Eyes. Heart of Stone by the High Numbers. Hey Jip, Dig the Slowness by Donovan. Surprise Surprise, Lulu and the Lovers. The Facts of Life by the Spectres. Gloria, The Wheels, some great bands here that you'll discover probably for the first time, and then go out and probably want to see what else they did. Track 9, I Want Candy, Brian Poole and the Tremolos. That's the Way It's Got to Be by the Poets. Unto Us, The New Breed. Next in Line by the Birds. Tired of Trying, Bored with Lying, Scared of Dying, Manfred Mann. The Strange Effect by Dave Berry. Come Back Baby, Bluesology. An early Rod Stewart track next, Why Does It Go On? I really like that one. Fool Killer, the Brian Auger Trinity. Everybody's Talking About My Baby, the Beat Stalkers. Gotta Keep On Moving, Baby, the Game. Keep a Hold of What You Got, the Shots. Some Things Just Stick in Your Mind, Vashti. I'll Be Doggone, the Searchers. Cause My Baby's Gone, the Kirkbys. Day Trip Alive by the Baskervilles. Done Me Wrong, the Couriers. Keep Me Covered by the Phrase. Long Back Train by Alexis Corner's Blues Incorporated. Let Me Show You How, featuring Glenn Athens and the Trojans. We mentioned them in the introduction. I'm Leaving with the Mark IV and Crawdaddy Simone by the Syndicats. It goes on. Disc 2, Evil Hearted You by the Yardbirds. No, 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 the Sorrows. She Ain't No Good, the Clique. Land of 1000 Dances, The Action. I Can't Get Any Joy, The End. Bad Tough Luck Girl Live by the Ivies. Put Yourself in My Place, the Hollies, great Manchester band. I Stand Accused by the Mersey Beats. Love Potion number 9, Tony Jackson and the Vibrations. Too Many Things, the Aphex. You Got What I Want, Boys Blue. She Just Satisfies, Jimmy Page. She Knows What to Do, the Artwoods. Neighbour Neighbour, the Graham Bond Organisation. Mercy Mercy, the Athenians. Leader of the Set, Downliner Set. Zing When the Strings of My Heart, Reverend Black and the Rocking Vicars. Hey Little Girl, the Chasers. The In Crowd, First Gear. Long Live Love, Philip Goodhand Tate and the Stormsville Shakers. I'll Go Crazy, Zoot Money's Big Roll Band. The Sporting Life, Mickey Finn. Get Out of My Way, Bow Street Runners, The Wizard, Mark Bolan there appearing, It's Just You, The Uprooted, Diamond Girl, The Kingpins, My Little Girl, The Lemmings, It's All Right by The Uglies, That's My Story, The Night Shift, Don't Lie to Me, 4+1, and My Baby's Gone, Moody Blues appearing, Reelin' and Rockin', The Inset, and There You Go by Thee. As we conclude disc 2 though there, obviously there's bands you've heard of, but probably songs that you haven't heard by them as well. And as I say, it's just a brilliant piece to keep playing. It really is. I think there'll be a lot of songs that you discover. It's just, there's a vault of music out there just lying untouched that we would never have heard of, but thanks to this release. Disc 3, you've got The Animals, It's My Life, one of my favourite 60 songs of all time is House of the Rising Sun, so it was great to hear The Animals on this. Jump and Dance by the Carnaby, Bring It to Jerome, David John and the Mood, Get a Buzz, The Pretty Things, You Said, The Primitives, The Long Cigarette by the Roulettes, Why Must They Criticise, George Bean, Tell Me What You See, John Bryant, Where Is My Girl, Rob Storm and the Whispers, Tell Her No by the Zombies, of course they had a hit with She's Not There, I think, didn't they? Baby Mine, 5 Steps Beyond, I've Got a Way of My Own, The Hollies appear again, She's About a Mover, James Royal and the Hawks, What You Got, The Eccentrics, You're on Your Own, The In Crowd, I Found Out, The Cops and Robbers, I Wish You Would, a live performance by the Yardbirds, appearing again, Cops and Robbers by the Richmond Group, Forgive Me If I'm Wrong, The Silence, You Don't Know, Arthur Brown with the Diamonds, Wait For Me by Les Fleurs de Lis, I'll Give You Love, Mickey Dallon, Fannie Mae, The Wild Oats, Plenty of Love, The Sheffield's, Honey What's Wrong, The Better Days, Stupidity by Guy Darrell, and Tears Fell, The Clayton Squares, Get Off of My Cloud, The Tomcats, and Where Have All the Good Times Gone? It's the Kinks, great 60s group. It really is a comprehensive kind of capsule of 1965, and I hope that more yearbooks like this come out. I'm enjoying the Now yearbooks from 1983 and 1984, but this is just totally different with, as I say, 4 hours mostly of artists that I'd never even heard of before. It's just been absolutely brilliant to listen to this. It has. And it comes in a clamshell box set with a 48-page booklet crammed with rare facts and photos. It's just absolutely superb. And at £20.99, it's, for any 60s music fan, it's just great to dip into something that, you know, even in 2021, you'll be like, oh my word, I've not heard this before, but I like it. And that's why it gets a thumbs up from me. I'm going to have to look at what else is in the series now. And if you like this release, the British Sounds of 1965, well, Grapefruit also released a compilation from 1966, also available via Cherry Red, but it's out of stock as I record this on the 9th of November. But that one was called A Slight Disturbance in My Mind, the British Proto-Psychedelic Sounds of 1966, and featured bands such as The Creation, The Pretty Things, The Yardbirds, The Kinks, The Misunderstood, John's Children, The Hollies, The Move, David Bowie. It'd be great if it's re-released. We'll watch out for further announcements on that. But that's it from me. I hope you've enjoyed it. Back with more talking music very soon. Bye for now.